I was looking for some material to direct my father in, Lloyd Bridges, and I wanted to do something that my kids could watch at the time. And I was looking through a catalog of children's books, and I came across this wonderful cover of a book with this old kind of grizzled guy on the cover, and I said, "Oh yeah, my dad could play that guy." And so I got that book and read it, and just fell in love with the story. I was expecting it to be a children's book, but God, on an adult level, it worked so well, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a terrific thing for my father to be involved in. And so we worked on it for a while. As a matter of fact, somewhere in someone's garage exists a video that I directed of my father playing the Giver. And I think my nephew, my sister's son, Marcel, played Jonas. And we shot the whole story. Well, he's a fella who retains all of the knowledge of the past, something that the society that the Giver's story is all about has kind of done away with memories and history, and they've created a society of sameness. But they do understand the value of memory and of not wanting to repeat mistakes. So all of the memories have been reduced down to one fella who holds them, and that's the Giver. He's actually called the receiver for most of the story, and there have been a series of receivers going back and back and back. Jonas is the receiver in training, and so it's my job as the Giver to give him all of these memories that I hold within me, and teach him not only about the memories, but some of the contents in these books here. Taylor Swift came in and plays a part in the film, and it was so wonderful playing with her. We got to sit down and actually play some piano together, and of course, you know, between shots, we got to jam a little bit. I love to play music, and you know, she certainly does. She's wonderful. I was not as familiar as I might have been with her music, but having her on board, it encouraged me to go out and buy her latest album, Red, and I dug that very much. My daughter Jessie is a big fan of Taylor, so she turned me on to some stuff too. The thing that about Taylor Swift that was so wonderful, that I got a gist of the minute she walked in the room, was how game she was. You know, this was a girl who was you know, in her soul, she's a performer, and she's you know, such a creative person, and she was just up for it. You know, there's a lot of similarities between the music world and the acting world. You know, you're working with other artists for one thing, and she was just so game. She was up for you know, trying things, you know, different things new, and she had all of her own talents that she brought to it, and was ready to express herself that way. And I thought she was a wonderful actress. I'm looking forward to seeing what else she comes up with. You've got, you know, Brenton Thwaites, who's, you know, remarkable young actor. We're going to be hearing a lot from him, I'm sure. And Odeya Rush, who plays his love interest. Amazing young actress. Remember seeing her in the casting process and just being, you know, just knocked out by just her initial presence there. Brenton is doing such a wonderful job in portraying Jonas, and he has a lot of the spirit. So and I think that's one of the things that Lois points out, that it's not so much that you're true to every fact that's in the book, but the spirit of the book I'm mentioning Lois Lowry, the author of the book. It's so great having her on board, to have the source of all this material with us. And, Philip and myself often ask her, what do you think of this, Lois? And she'll guide us. So that gives us a lot of confidence. One of the wonderful things about working with Philip Noyce, our director, who is, our leader, and he's very inclusive, wants to know what everyone's thinking, all of the artists is thinking. Not that he rolls over, he's got his opinions, and they're the ones that are leading us, but he's very interested in what you think and what you can bring to the project. Philip Noyce, making movies, it's all about casting, really, I think, or like 99%. Not just the actors, but the crew and all of the artists, and the top guy in the whole thing is the director. Who you're going to cast as the director, and we've really lucked out by having Philip be our leader. He's got an incredible work ethic. I mean, this guy is just such a hard worker, and his work is being creative, and he brings all of this creativity and encourages everyone else to participate in such a wonderful way. When you're dealing with fantasy and almost mythological stories, to get the right tone is so important, to make it, to be able to embrace the fantastic parts of it and still make it very real. And then, of course, there's that aspect of wanting to satisfy the fans who have loved the book so much. And that was something that I struggle with in this whole 18-year journey, is wanting to be so faithful to the book. And finally, what I've had to do is let some of my my opinions and my certainties of this is how it has to be, you have to let that go. I have a feeling that keeps reoccurring to me when making this project, that we're in the process of creating a modern myth, and it feels like we're all open to, what story wants to be told through us right now, and we're all kind of open, and the story, the script keeps changing and morphing in different ways as we go, and it's very exciting. I remember one of the first directions that Philip gave to the whole bunch at a dinner we had. He said, "Now we're off on this adventure together. We must have soft fronts and strong backs, hard backs," and that's the environment that he's created, where everybody is very open and receptive to ideas, but there's a lot of hard work to be done, and we're all up for it.